I wanted to do a little follow-up to the other lessons just to show you a close-up and do a summary of everything I've talked about in these videos. When it comes to holding the bow, we started with that two-finger grip. The first finger, we're using the first knuckle right here, just on the grip. The thumb is bent this way. It sits upright, and the bow actually sits on it. We don't want to, my finger's too fat. It won't actually fit through there, but some people's finger is. We don't want it sticking out through the frog. We want it just like this. There's our two-finger grip. Now notice, this is so loose, we can move the bow up and down. You may feel like, I'm about to drop it. That's fine. Remember, the violin holds the bow. Now, we add the pinky. That allows us to play up near the frog. Just a little bit of pressure. It's a very light pressure will give you enough counterbalance. These two fingers, they just sit like this. So, what to remember? We're loose, relaxed. We start with the wrist up. We set the bow in here and just put the thumb up against it to give it some stability. That way we can move the bow, make the sounds we're trying to make. As we're coming down, the wrist drops, the hand turns this way, like we're shutting the door behind us. Okay? As we're coming back, the hand turns again, and it comes back up. The wrist comes back up, so that we're not driving the force right through the bow, but through the wrist. So that's how I've discovered to use the bow, and I think it sounds pretty good. Now, you know, while I was getting ready to make these videos, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube about how to teach violin, and different teachers saying, this is the bow hold, this is the bow hold. There's different schools. There's the French school, there's the Russian school, where you put your fingers. I have a problem with, well, with everyone that I looked at. And the problem is this. They would say, put your finger here, 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 here. That's your bow hold. As if the term bow hold is a noun. It's not a noun. It's a verb. The bow hold is like this when you're playing at the frog. It's like this when you're playing at the tip. It changes. It's dynamic. It's motion. And to define it as one set of positions doesn't do it justice. If you're looking at videos on how to play violin, you'll find you might be very disappointed, because most of those videos tend to concentrate on the head, the neck. They don't show you what's happening when you get down to the tip of the bow. And that's what I find most interesting, is how the wrist and the hand changes. So, decide for yourself. I don't think there is a bow hold. I think you can learn to play it like this, adjust your fingers. But what you have to understand is that it changes as the bow moves. It's a dynamic process, and therefore one description doesn't work adequately. That's what I've found. I'm curious to see what you have to say about it. Thank you.